every time that I come to a plant after a few months, or let's say 1 year, and see the progress that they have gone through. And many times, and it's really exciting. I mean, you really feel that you support and create better work environment, a better work experience for the employees. You hear about the results and the improvement. So, of course, it's a great privilege and honor to be able to lead such an organization.
Welcome to 20-Minute Leaders. Just sit back, relax, and learn from the leaders of today. It's a journey. Each one is different, unique, inspiring. Let's get started. 20-Minute Leaders is a proud supporter of Make-A-Wish Israel and Tech to Peace, and is in proud collaboration with Secret Chord Ventures, J Ventures, Riverside FM, Fusion VC, Birthright Excel, J Impact, Leap, Google for Startups, and Hippo, and in media partnership with CTech. Hello and welcome to 20-Minute Leaders. Let's talk about Industry 4.0. Meet Merav Grossman, the CEO of Advanced Manufacturing Institute. Merav is the CEO of the Advanced Manufacturing Institute, AMI, in Israel, leading a unique program for digital transformation in manufacturing companies, mainly small businesses, financed by the Ministry of Economy and Industry. Merav is happily married, a mother of 3, and holds a BSc degree in Information Systems Engineering and an MBA in Technology Management. With 30 years in senior positions in the industry, leading such an organization is a privilege and mission for her. But Merav, you have such an interesting journey coming into your role, in manufacturing and what you're doing today. From the Technion to entrepreneur, looking at diversity and inclusion along the way, manufacturing and factory and industry 4.0. So I'm not going to even do it justice if I try to give the whole rundown myself. Tell me a little bit about sort of what's your career, and share with me a little bit about your journey and what's been guiding you throughout your thinking process in your career.
Wow. Looking back now, it's around 30 years, I should say so. But I think that what was leading me all the time, and first of all, something that will be very interesting for me, and related to technology and improvement in some way. So as you said, my academic background, I'm an information system engineer. I studied as an academic reserve. Yes, so I studied before the army, my service, and I already served in my profession. I served in a professional unit in information security back then. And then for about 12, 13 years, I focused mainly on information systems, leading information system divisions, projects as a CIO in several organizations. And then I think it was 2001 is the first time I joined the industry, because before that I was in an academic institution and in retail chain. So this was the first time I joined an industrial plant. And after a few years as an information system engineer, my career has changed a little bit, let's say. And I added some more areas like in supply chain planning and logistics and purchasing, etc. Which was very much connected and based on my previous knowledge, and I think that the fact that I came from a technological basic, it really supported it and helped me lead the changes that I wanted to lead. So from 2007, I began my new journey, let's say, as I said, in supply chain and later on in business development, until I even managed to lead a startup under my manufacturing plant that I work, there was like a spin-off from this plant that focused on some a niche product. And back then it was in the glass industry, float glass industry. So this was a security glass. Later, I joined the medical device sector, which is again a big change, but in
Very different.
global supply chain leadership. So the area was very similar. And by the way, I can tell you now that I already saw hundreds, maybe, of plants. It's amazing how much there is much similarity in the challenges, and you can see the similarity across different sectors. I can say today. So the journey was pretty much interesting. It is a long one.
Yeah.
But I never was. I like to change. It's always in my life. Not my husband. My husband, I don't want to change, but I'm a person that likes to try
Yeah.
things and learn all the time. So
It
and
sounds like
develop.
it's so. Tell me a little bit about Industry 4.0. What does that mean? What does that mean to you? What does that mean to AMI and what you're doing there? Where
Yeah,
are we at?
yeah, yes. Maybe I should a little bit describe AMI first. So
Yeah.
AMI
Yeah, please.
is and yeah, let's begin with that. So today I lead as a CEO, AMI. AMI is Advanced Manufacturing Institute. It's a national institute in Israel. It is an organization that is working under the Ministry of Economy and Industry. In fact, we are operating one of their plans to support the industry. In a minute, I will get to it and describe it a little bit. But it is a private company which is owned by three really entities. So we are part of Tefen Consulting Group. Tefen Management Consulting Group is one of the leading consulting group in Israel with 40 years of experience. The second company that owns us is ESI, which is a software house. The solutions in AI and big data, etc. And we have also as an ownership Braude Academic College, which is an academic arm for us. This group has won in 2019 a call by the Ministry of Economy and Industry, and they established us the AMI. So this is the background regarding AMI. Now, what we do? We see ourselves as the main focal point for industrial plants, mainly traditional and SMBs. We can give the service to everyone, but this is the focus from the government, to lead them and support them in their journey towards advanced manufacturing or Industry 4 in order to improve their productivity. And now we come to describe what is really Industry 4.
Yeah.
And so first of all, sometimes people mix the two phrases, Industry 4 and advanced manufacturing or smart factory, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure if you heard about it. So first of all, when we relate to Industry 4, the 4.0, the reason to call it 4.0 is because we see it as the fourth revolution, industrial revolution. Yes, there was the first one when we became industrial, and the second one of electricity, and the third one of computers. And somehow around 2011 already, when the Internet of Things, the computerization became so common and so much cheaper and so much available, reachable for us, then we can define a new era of Industry 4.0 that takes all the background of technology, of automation and robotics and 3D printing, and of course computers, of course, internet, and enables a factory to become end-to-end digitalized. And when you see, and so when you are looking at advanced manufacturing, this is what you look. You look at throughout the life cycle of the product and the different areas of the plant, and you expect them to be digital, to be integrated in between. You expect the managers or the organization to take decisions upon data, to use all what technology has to offer so far. So this is the area that we try to be in. We must say that when you look at a traditional plant, usually it is a journey. I mean, it's not that you jump from your current situation to 4.0 or to being end-to-end smart factory. It is a journey, and you can take one step after the other, and we help them throughout this journey.
So tell me. So first of all, it sounds fascinating, and I think that it's easy. When you just go, it sounds like these different shifts that are happening. You have to really be cognizant of them and think through them in order to experience them and to understand that we're going through another revolution. And tell me a little bit about the work that you do working with organizations that are making that transition and adapting to this new world or the new opportunities that it provides. What does that actually tangibly mean in your work?
Yeah,
how does this collaboration happen?
Yeah. It is we have a very methodological way to work with. So the first thing that we do when we come to a plant that is interested in our plan and heard about us, we first go into the plant, we study it in the first phase in order to understand all the challenges or in the different areas, all the opportunities that we think that they can have there in order to improve their processes and systems. And then we issue what we call a roadmap for being an advanced plant, a roadmap for implementing Industry 4. It isn't that. I'm not sure if I can share, but if you want, I can share.
Yeah, definitely.
I can. Okay, how do I share?
There's a share button on the bottom here.
Share button. Yeah. Okay, so tell me if you can see it. So as I told you, we go and review all the product life cycle, all the areas of the plant. You see everything from customer and suppliers through R&D and engineering, and of course the production floor and the supply chain and quality, everything. And then we present the picture to the management. First of all, they need to realize what is the situation. We also have a maturity index, Industry 4 maturity index that we grade. We have today a benchmark of 260 plants that we already have gone through this process. So they are also graded between 1 to 5 in several areas. And the second stage is that we share with them, we build with them a roadmap you see here. Yeah. You see this?
Interesting. Yeah.
A roadmap is a one-pager, pretty simple, based on whatever we discovered in the first stage. We list here different kind of projects in 4 areas. We relate to their value chain, where can they improve, and specific, for example, in this plant, if you look at the color 17, orange, for the value chain, we say that the need to characterize the problem-solving processes in order to improve their value chain. Or we define projects in production resources, or in the blue, information systems. So we list them, a list of, how can I stop sharing here, of projects that we think that if they follow, they will improve. And we also try to estimate how much. So this is the first 2 stages. When they get this plan, after they breathe a little bit and discuss it inside, because it's a process. They need. We examine, for example, the readiness, the organizational culture. Are they ready to lead a change? So after a short while, we follow up with them, and then we begin the process of implementing the project. And in this stage, the Ministry of Economy is really supporting them with a significant budget, depend on their size, etc. So they get also our support, professional support. They get the professional companies that we match to them to implement the project, and they get financial support as well. So we really have a kind of a very nice plan here.
Tell me a little bit about why you're so excited about this. So what is it about, your work or Industry 4.0 or, the space in general that gets you really so excited about what you're doing here?
Last Thursday, we had a webinar in Hebrew, for just sharing. We share 5 different stories of different plants from their journey, that you ask and every time that I come to a plant after a few months, or let's say 1 year, and see the progress that they have gone through, and many times, and it's really exciting. I mean, you really feel that you support and create better work environment, a better work experience for the employees. You hear about the results and the improvements. So of course, it's a great privilege and honor to be able to lead such an organization. And what is very much interesting, that it's like, I don't know, we are both Israeli, and the phrase, I'm not sure that in English you can translate it, but im haochel ba te'avon, yes, when you begin to eat, you get more and more hungry, or you get an appetite, yeah? So that's exactly what's happening. You see many times that these kind of companies, I can share with you, for example, a big carpentry, a wood processing firm, that it is amazing. They made changes in the way their machinery is arranged, organized in the floor to create more productivity. They implemented some new application in their engineering team, one that has really improved the way that they and shorten the time to plan the project for the customer, first, and second, was integrated directly to the machine. So once they completed the project, it was issued directly to the machines without mistakes, etc. After a few months that we came again, and I saw they already did a great progress, we saw that they managed to define KPIs and dashboard or areas for several areas in the company. And then after another period of time, they implemented Monday, Monday application.
Yeah.
So you see Monday dashboards on a woodcraft plan. It's a big plant. I'm not saying it's a very small one. And they work with it and they enjoy it. So, and they say they decided that every month or so, they define another improvement that they're going to do. So it's really nice to see.
And so those changes, that incremental growth, those step functions, that's really where you see value and you see that excitement, right?
Exactly.
I love that.
It's an excitement. It's
what is that? How does your day-to-day then look? Are you mainly in strategy meetings? Is it in more tactical advice?
My personal day-to-day?
Yeah.
My day-to-day is consisted of meeting with potential customers many times. Today, for example, with 2 customers. So we all the time go and discover more and more. Of course, we need to bring them in and to present the plan. Also, we are developing several courses. For example, we have currently one big program that we call Innovation Leaders. So this is already running. It's now we are going to issue our fifth program, but we are issuing now a new educating program called Advanced Manufacturing Manager with our colleagues in Braude, in Braude Engineering College. So I'm working a lot on marketing and this program for industrial companies and my colleagues. And, we are really trying to promote it. Now we are promoting it. We are running webinars every 1 month, professional webinars. So I'm, of course, involved with that. And I'm now working on two very strategic projects, if you want. One of them is something that we are working already 2 years. We are working on an experience center, a physical experience center. So it's in the final stages. It's already built. Now we are working on the content that we want to present there. It's going to be very much the media and digital means there will be very much sophisticated. I'm working with the Ministry of Economy to get all the relevant budget. Sometimes it's a challenge. Working to define what kind of technology we're going to present there. So, for example, we're going to present there a robotic assembly line to a small line, to just describe the possibilities and how a robot can create a product from A to Z, and how the quality control looks like in this kind of mechanism. And some it calls autonomous vehicle. Like if you want iRobot, you have an iRobot at your home.
Yeah.
So also in industry, you have today an autonomous vehicles that shift products from one point to another and well, so all kind of these things. We are working also on the business plan there, because this is something that will not be financed by the government. So we are really working a lot of efforts there. We are calling technological companies to join us and to present the solution there in a partnership model. So this is a huge project that I'm very much busy. And the second one, I cannot call it a project, but I can say that so far we were focused, as I said, in small, medium business, because this is our call. This is the mission from the Ministry of Economy. But what happens now is that also big companies are contacting us more and more, because we grew the awareness. And of course, it's a little bit different story, because the bigger and the leading companies are much more mature, and then you really have to bring them some more value. So I'm working with Tessen Group. We are working really on a combined program to issue for this kind of companies. We are collaborating with a German institute there. And so this is something I'm really looking with another.
Merav, I really want to thank you for the time and for the energy. It sounds like you are personally so fascinated by all these different changes, and I'm sure that because of the incredible path in your career, having experienced so many different things from an executive to entrepreneurial level, you got to see these big milestone changes and how especially Industry 4.0 is impacting companies. And it sounds like you're doing some great work and making a strong impact. So thank you very much for taking the time here to share this with me. Very inspiring and interesting.
Thank you, Mr.
And best of luck.
Thank you so much.